We're going to talk about being gentle. The word gentle here has the connotation, this is interesting, about forbearance and patience when you've been wronged.
Wow.
So your gentleness is a reaction.
That's good.
It's a reaction. I was thinking about this. Have you ever judged somebody's apology?
Yeah.
Like somebody wrong you, but like they don't cry when they say sorry.
Not good enough.
It's like it's not good enough. I need your lips quivering. I need you coming low.
You're so funny.
You know, I feel like that's where I struggle. But it's the feeling of being gentle when you've been harmed or you've been hurt. So I love the beauty of Jesus's outstretched arms on the cross, because if your arms are outstretched, you can't hold a grudge. It's basically the truth, right? And I think so many, you and I were just talking about some situations with some people and things that are going on. We could see so many in church contexts where people hold grudges. It's just unbelievable. So I wrote this down because I was thinking about it, about Jesus and this idea of being gentle, right? The description of the Messiah is that he was gentle and meek and lowly. And the practical application, if you're a leader here and you have a tendency to hold grudges, you have a tendency to want to react to people and stuff, you have to really model your life after Jesus. And prayer helps that. Really, the only thing that's going to help you release grudges is prayer. So prayer allows you to have a better request instead of a bitter response. Prayer allows you to have a better request instead of a bitter response. So what I mean by that is Jesus is on the cross. Everybody is like, you know, just assailing him. His body's been beaten. He has been, you know, just totally ostracized. But he makes a better request. He says, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. Right? Instead of having a bitter response, like, I'm gonna wait till y'all see what's about to happen. It's about to be on, right? Think about Stephen, the New Testament martyr, right? He's getting stoned.
Wow.
What does he do? He gives a better request instead of a bitter response. And I think as leaders, we have to really get into being people that make the request through prayer instead of Twitter fingers, instead of, you know, Instagram posts and you trying to, you know, throw shade on somebody on your, oh, let me just stop right there. My God, I felt a
What'd you feel?
I feel something coming through me, so I'm just going to turn it back over to you, Pastor John.
You know, just sitting here thinking about how you lead a church that's growing and thriving, and people will leave.
That's what hurts me the most, and that's usually when I'm a grudge keeper, I'm going to be honest.
Right. So that's, when do you need that? What was the very first thing you said? Gentleness has to do with your response
to a grudge or offense, a connotation of patience when you've been wronged.
When you've been wronged. So somehow you feel like you've been wronged. It's going to happen. It happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And as your church grows, I feel like, you know, I can look back on seasons where our church was really growing and expanding, and I was just much more sensitive. I was much more irritated by things that, you know, were being said, or people that were, you know, leaving. And it's just a part of what we're called to do.